Welcome to the Daily BA. My name is Ryan O, and today the BACB's new video. Alright, I'm pretty sure everybody in the field has seen it. There was a video related to behavior analysis about 3.5 minutes in length that the BACB put out. My first thoughts on this are, this is fantastic. These are the sort of things that our organizations that are leading the way and responsible for the systems need to be putting their resources and time into these sort of things. So, props. Second thing, the script on that was clearly thought about. I saw some references on social media to a lot of different subject matter experts that came in and helped craft that thing along. This is fantastic. There's clearly a lot of thought that was put into that, and that is something that I didn't realize at first, just how much thought you had to put into these darn little videos. So thank you for putting that time and care. Now, there's some cool opportunities when you start getting into this realm. The data are literally live. So I'm sure you've checked this out. If not, you need to check it out. I don't know if you're directly in control of looking at those things, who's responsible. We've got some more thoughts on that as well in just a little bit, but this data could be extremely valuable. So I wanted to, say, can you share that sort of stuff with us? It'd be very nice to see how these videos are performing, as well as like myself as another content creator in behavior analysis. It's nice to compare and look at what's working across different channels. And when you propose that this video could be watched by anybody, the data will actually tell you who is watching it. So I have a very strong following when it comes to the 24 to 35-year-old bracket in behavior analysis. That is just where a lot of the eyeballs are that are watching this sort of content. I'd be curious about y'all where that is as well. And you can start to get some demographics and idea as to what they are interested on top of that. So BACB, open that up, let us see what's going on under the hood. It would be fantastic to look at. Now it's clear with the 3.5 minute video that this was something that you wanted people to click and watch the entirety of. That is awesome. These are things that we need. Two thoughts on that. First one is that anytime you start something new on this channel that I had myself, the first one will be watched way more than future ones. That is seen across all YouTube channels, unless you're creating viral hit after viral hit, which by the way, nobody does. So VidCon, where I was just at experiencing some of this stuff, I talked with creators that have grown channel after channel after channel. Like one gentleman has grown 30 channels at over at least 500,000 each. And there's a lot of insights that you get when you start to really upload consistently, look at these things. So my second question is, what's the upload schedule going to look like? Was this something that took a year to produce? Is it going to be once a year? The battle of a day-to-day grind, if you watch this channel at all, you'll see is extremely hard to keep up with, but it's been proven to work in the algorithm unless you have a niche that's very well designed and targeted when it comes to your content strategy. So kind of curious, what's the plan there? And I ask these things because the comment sections aren't open. And I understand why. Things like alleviating symptoms or however it was framed in the video are very off-putting to folks like the neurodiversity group. And I'd understand why that would be a thing that might be done as to not opening up the comment section. But there's not a great way. I tried pinging this question in Facebook, but there was no replies there either. So I'm curious, what's a two-way street going to be here for engaging with the people that this is representing? Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, how do we interact and deliver feedback? Because we know that's critical in our field. And so if it's not in the comments section, I don't know how to provide feedback in this sort of system. So just let us know maybe. That'd be awesome. I will add that in addition to a two-way street with other people that are represented by the BACB at large, that this comment section needs to be opened up so we can actually have open discussions with people that don't necessarily believe in what it is that we're doing. The internet is just not a place that we can disable and hide on at all. And if anything, I think it's going to make it harder for us in the long run. So I don't know what system changes need to be made to be able to tackle those comment sections, because there's a lot of traffic that'll be coming into those, but it's something to consider and relook at. One thing that I looked at as soon as it was uploaded was, what are the potential opportunities of this growing and putting our field on the map? Because there's a lot of people clicking into it really quickly. the way these algorithms work is the more people that are looking at it, and the quicker those things are getting attention, and especially share rates, which we saw on the Facebook page, the more likely that those terms will then be looked at and promoted and suggested more on YouTube. So I pulled up a screenshot here and highlighted the metadata that shows what was actually tagged. Now, when you have a lot of attention going to a video like this, all of these tags start to get ranked higher, and things that are related and also tagged to that get suggested more. So 2 ways to kind of like strengthen off of this. When you upload on YouTube, it's known that if you're gonna have a lot of traffic on it, you upload again the next day, and again the next day, and again the next day, because you can leverage and build off of that, which isn't built into the BACB system right now, as you can see, because there isn't more content being uploaded at all. That's okay, but just that is a fact of YouTube, that they build in, off of each other because of these suggested titles. Now the second thing is we can leverage off of each other as channels on YouTube if we use similar tags and create content around each other. So you'll notice, folks, there's a lot of people that I linked down below that are inspirational to me, create these little pod squads, and some places it's appropriate, other places it's not. It depends on social platform. But what you can do is you can create content that leverages off of each other. And right now we have nothing like that systematically going on in behavior analysis, but we have a new cool announcement that's going on. So myself and behavior man Dia Ascari, we created a group called #CreativesinBA. And the idea here is that we can start coming together as a larger community, looking at what content's working, what's not, for the different stories that we're trying to share, the outcomes that we may be intending to achieve. And we can look at how can we collaborate as a field to move this forward? Because if there's one thing for certain, we have a long ways to go to be getting on the mainstream. And if anything, most of the times we end up on the mainstream for the things that we know as behavioral scientists aren't the real true side and stories all the time. Sometimes they're right, I'll give them that. But most of the time, they're missing the key stories. I'm gonna point you just to one thing real quick. There's a video down below that's linked by a director called Dan Mace. He is a YouTuber. He's someone that I actually follow very closely because he works with another YouTuber, Casey Neistat, that I'm very into. And these sort of things aren't seen as professional videos. It's been said by representatives of the board themselves that the videos like you're watching here on this with me, they are not professional grade videos. And I can see why, because it is not a formally scripted educational style video. Now, not everyone's gonna relate to that. That's why I said it's great that this content's out there. Somebody needs to watch these types of videos, but we all need to start to work together and leverage off of each other. Folks like Dan Mace that I referenced, this Dan the director, he's actually created videos on the hero rats. You can check it out down below. You can see for yourself that there's full-scale production of people that are creating videos that are not the typical educational, this is what we do voiceover style with pictures kind of moving around, but are just like really engaging. And I don't think that everyone needs to make that sort of content in our field, but the point is that stuff is well received and it is watched, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a quick 3-minute video, because, I mean, if the world was built off of 3-minute videos, then no one would be going to the movie theater, right? I derailed there a little bit. The point is the metadata, you can see, didn't necessarily set it up to feed off of other channels. We could all collaborate and work better on those sort of things. That said, YouTube is not going to be the only platform to be uploading to. Linking YouTube, for example, into Facebook will downgrade it automatically. So by uploading YouTube and sharing it to Facebook in the way that was done, actually made less eyes see it. These are things that some of us know, especially the folks that are in this Creatives of BA kind of movement. So reach out, we'd love to help. We created this Creatives of BA as a place where anybody, you, the BACB, ABI, anyone that's creating, I don't care who you are, what organization, you can jump in and we can start learning and engaging and building off of each other. So if you're not already, make sure that you jump into there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, this sort of stuff. BACB, solid win. Let's create a stronger community and start engaging with each other, please. Oh, and if it would ever help giving a second opinion on the process or actually creating the video aspect rather than doing a voiceover with templates and pictures, I'd love to help out. I'm not asking for anything. I just want to share some knowledge if it's of interest to you all. So my number is down below on all of my videos. Reach out. As a content creator, I understand the process, love and care that goes into a video. I want to see these things all work for us. Clearly, this is a thing that I think is a missing piece of helping get behavior analysis on the map. So I'm here, plain and simple. That said, if you're into this, like, share, subscribe. It actually makes a huge difference if those sort of things happen. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's your Daily BA. Oh wait, don't click out. I forgot. We're running a quick printing of this week only. Shirts. If you want one, go and snag them. If not, that's cool too. All right, now I'm really out of here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Those things actually make a difference. Lets me know you're into the content. All right, bye.